皆さんこんにちは。今回は、リングマガジンが投稿したニック・ボール選手へのインタビューの翻訳動画をお届けします。チャンネルのバナーには、井上尚弥選手の写真も使われていますね。そして、9月に井上選手と対戦予定のムロジョ・アフマダリエフ選手が、インスタグラムに練習風景を投稿しています。相変わらず左右のフックには力強さとキレがあり、やはり怖さがあります。トレーナーは、ラモン・カルデナス選手と同じジョエル・ディアス氏、アフマダリエフ選手がどのような作戦で臨んでくるのか、とても楽しみです。それでは、本題のニック選手のインタビューに移りましょう。
Lewis Art for the Ring magazine, delighted today to be joined with the WBA featherweight world champion Nick Ball as he defends his title August 16th against Sam Goodman in Saudi Arabia. Nick, it's good to be speaking to you as always, mate. How's things? How are you?
All good, yeah. Training's going well for the fight, just ready to go out now Saturday, so looking forward to it, yeah.
Obviously, typical question, but yeah, I guess sort of how our preparation's been. You kept active. It almost feels like sort of once you're out of the ring, you're thinking about sort of wanting to get back in there, and
Yeah.
that's no different to this time. Obviously, fought in what March last time, and then back out in August. It must be a good feeling knowing that sort of once the fight's done, you're almost always on to the next.
Yeah, that's it. Staying busy is key, isn't it? And being active, that's when you're learning the most, and that's what we're in it for, getting the fights, getting higher top level, things like that, yeah. Just keep it moving.
Is it good to be back in Saudi Arabia? It's done a lot for your career, you'd say. When you think about the Vargas fight, then being back there for Ray Ford. Obviously
Yeah.
nice having the two homecomings in Liverpool. But I guess is it nice sort of being back out in Saudi, where obviously where you won the world title?
Yeah, 100%. You know, you said there, it's done a lot for my career, it's done a lot for my life as well. So it's it's massive for me, yeah. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to getting back out there and I'm fighting there 100%.
Was it nice having them two fights in Liverpool though, with the Rios fight and then Dehaney? Was it almost nice in a sense, being like, look, it's nice to almost have those home comforts as well?
Yeah, they were needed because that was always like a dream of mine, becoming world champion. As a kid, and then headline in my own city, main event. So having the opportunity to do that, bringing it back to Liverpool as a world champion, that's just nights that I've dreamed of with all my mates and me teammates on the fight card. So yeah, it's a massive thing for me.
I think rightly saying now you are the only world champion from the UK at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So, um, you know, obviously it's like, arguably in the UK we want to have as many world champions as we possibly can. But is that a nice sort of statistic you say for yourself, saying like I am the only one at the minute that holds world honours?
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it? It sounds good, and it's a good feeling. Yeah, hard work pays off, and just keep doing what I'm doing, and there's no reason I can't carry on and go on to bigger and better things. Yeah, but I can always look back now and say I become world champion. Yeah,
Mhm. And I mean, it's been over a year since you've been a world champion. You think
yeah,
about the Ray Vargas fight was not Ray Vargas, sorry, the Ray Ford fight was in June. Um, Have you felt like you've seen that sort of change in mindset and mentality, or even sort of when you are out and about in Liverpool, like being almost life being different in a sense of being world champion? You spoke there about sort of Saudi's done a lot for your life, but do you feel like you've noticed that difference if you look back to sort of 18 months till now?
yeah. Massive difference. It hasn't happened overnight. I've been putting in the work for years since I was 6, since I started this, but in the last, as you said there, in the last 18 months, boom, it feels like it has come quick. It's come quick. Yeah, it's turned around fast, and these are the nights and the times that I pray for, so and work for. So it's a good feeling, and I need to take it all in while it's happening.
Is that a mad switch, would you say? Because you said you've been doing this since you were 6 years old all your life, and it feels like it's almost like your life's all you've worked for is just it's switched like that. Like, was that a weird mentality? Because you've been working for it for so long, but it almost feels like everything's come quickly, as you say.
Yeah, because sometimes you're doing it thinking, is it gonna come? You're putting all the hard work in yourself, knowing you can do everything, but is it gonna come? Are you gonna get the opportunity to to make it? And to, have the chance to fight for the world titles, the big nights, things like that. And lucky enough, I've got Frank Warren there, and Queensby Promotions who did make it happen for me. Yeah, you can work as hard as you want on yourself and with everyone around you putting the work in, but you've got to have someone there who can put the things in place for them opportunities to happen. So they done that, yeah, and I appreciate it.
Was there ever parts of your career where you did almost doubt yourself? Doubt sort of, is this going to pay off?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not so much doubt, but like you're questioning yourself, aren't you? What if you don't get the opportunity? But you've got to keep telling yourself though when you're thinking like that on the way up, when you're on these runs on your own, things like that, when you're sitting there on your own, that it is. Don't stop until it does happen, and that's the mentality you've got to have. Never stop until it does happen, and it will come to you 100% because someone out there is watching and you see the hard work that you're putting in, and then it comes to you, the opportunities, I believe. So yeah, you just got to keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, and yeah, keep working hard.
And it's interesting you said there about like you worked all your life to be a world champion. Now people have that mentality when it comes to fighting you now. You know, look at someone like Sam Goodman. I saw him on his Instagram. He said, look, he's been working all his life for this opportunity. How have you
Yeah.
found that switch in your mentality from almost being like you were the hunter, now people are almost hunting you?
Well, I know how it is. I've been in their shoes. I've wanted what they're wanting, but I've worked too hard for someone to just come in and try and take it from me. That's not gonna be happening, or it's not gonna be happening easy. Yeah. So now I've got something they want, what I previously wanted. I know how hard it is to get, and it's gonna be hard to take from me.
I want to talk about Sam Goodman. I thought something that I found interesting about this fight, and the first thing that sort of sprung to mind. A good friend of yours, Brad Strand, has done many rounds with Sam and was over towards the back end of last year in Australia with him.
ブラッド・ストランド選手はイングランド出身で、ニック・ボール選手と同じエバートン・レッドトライアングルジムに所属しています。アマチュア時代にはイングランドの全国チャンピオンにも輝いた実績があります。プロ転向後の成績は14戦12勝、4KO2 敗。2025年3月15日に行われた直近の試合では、同僚のニック・ボール選手が見守る中、WBO欧州スーパーバンタム級王座決定戦でヨヌット・バレタ選手と対戦しましたが、2対1のスプリット判定で惜しくも敗れました。後にこのインタビューでも触れられていますが、スパーリング中にブラッド選手の放ったパンチにより、グッドマン選手は左目上をカットしています。現在はキャンプを終えたグッドマン選手ですが、キャンプ中には練習の様子を時々インスタグラムに投稿していました。今回のキャンプでは、鼻まで覆うフルフェイスのヘッドギアを着用して、スパーリングや対人練習に取り組んでいたようです。また、ニックボール選手対策としてレスリングも取り入れていたようですね。投稿の中では、試合に向けた意気込みも語られていました。
もうすぐリアドに乗り込むところだぜ。行こうぜ、ベイビー。こっちで残りの練習を片付けて、数日後には砂漠に乗り込む。ベルトを取りに行くんだ。そう、それがプランだ。これまでやってきたすべてが、この瞬間につながってる。マジで、俺はもう準備できてる。俺はただ参加しに行くわけじゃねえ。数合わせでもねえ。この瞬間をあの頃からずっと夢見てきたんだ。あいつからすべてをぶんどる準備はできてる。
Is that a different element? Because you've got a good friend who he knows what he's like in the ring.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that he went over there and sparred him. He's got a bit of information on him, but yeah, it's like it's meant to be really sort of thing, innit? But all that really doesn't matter. It's on the night, innit? As you know, on the night anything can happen. So it's good to an extent, but you can't like take it and run with it and think, oh, you've still got a job to do on the night. So it's good to know little certain things, but also got to get the job done on the night in style.
what was that conversation like with Brad when you were like, look, the Sam Goodman fight's there? I'm sure you would have spoke to him a lot about it. Like, what was that convo like when sort of the fight was coming about?
Yeah, I can't really remember, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, it just got brought up, and he was like, "Wow, it's crazy that how that's happened." He said it's mad, but Brad cut him, didn't he? He was
Yeah,
meant to
that's what I
fight
mean. Yeah,
anyway.
Brad. That's what I mean. Yeah, Brad cut him in that which led him out the Inoue fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he said
right.
he
Yeah, yeah.
said it was a bad cut,
Yeah.
underneath his eyebrow, a slice. So, he had to pull out the fight. Obviously, it is what it is. Yeah, he's not gonna like us after this fight.
Yeah. And I guess when it comes to for yourself with opponents and studying opponents, you just said there it only matters on the night. Is studying your opponents something that you do look at much, or is it almost a case of like I'll find out when I'm in the ring with them?
Yeah, I don't really like to study them too much. I will watch the odd round or the odd, minute, but then I'll turn it off because, for one, they're not in there with me, so it's a completely different opponent they're in there with, so I can't take too much off the fight because they might do things differently in that fight what they're gonna do against me, you know. So you can't look into it too much, but I just let my coaches do that. If they want to have a look at him and then see what he's like, then work with me the best I can be, for that style. Get the sparring partners in this with the similarities, and then that's all we can do really. Go from there and work on that. But yeah, I don't really like watching them.
Interesting.
No.
Yeah. And you speak about that they aren't in the ring with yourself. How much confidence do you believe in your ability and the pressure that you set and the pace that you set will be too much for Sam Goodman on August 16th?
Yeah, always working hard to keep that up, to keep that energy up, and the pace that I set, things like that. But also the boxing brain. Yeah, I'm not just stupid where I run in and things like that. It might look like that, but it's different when you're in there with me. So yeah, looking forward to that and just seeing how it goes. Really, I don't really know until I get in there, but I know that I'm going to be coming away with a win.
Do you feel like you want more credit when people talk about your boxing brain? Because like the first thing when people talk about yourself is like the pressure, the amount of sort of volume you throw. But do you feel like, look, you want more respect for because there's clearly other areas to your arsenal as well.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it's people on Twitter who haven't got a fight in them, so it doesn't really matter to me who the ones who are criticising. Yeah, doesn't matter as long as I'm getting in there, doing what I'm doing, getting a win. I'm making the people around me and my family proud. That's all that matters to me.
I get that. Nick, I wanted to ask you about Bruce Carrington. He's had a lot to say online about potential fight for yourself, saying you turned down X amount of money, this and that. From your side of you, what have you made of the comments from Bruce in your response to that?
He's chatting shit. Yeah, he's chatting shit. That's all I can say about it. 100%. But yeah, he has mentioned me a lot, hasn't he? So um, at the end of the day, he's hungry, isn't he? He's hungry. He's doing what he's doing. He's working his way up. So you can't really knock it. He wants a shot. So you can't really knock it. But on that one, he's chatting shit. Yeah,
Is that
that's
is that
that's lies. Well,
is
as
that
far as,
anno
far as from I know, that's lies. So
is that annoying to hear? I guess when Bruce is sort of, I mean, he's happy to sort of say it to multiple outlets, and I guess for yourself to sort of look at that, is that annoying to hear Bruce saying that?
um, I'm not really too that involved for it to be annoying, but it's the way he's saying it, innit? He wants to be careful. If he wants a shot, he wants to be careful at how he's going about it because he might not get that shot.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Before I do let you go, and I feel like you're always going to get asked about Nayu and it almost seems like it's a matter of sort of when and not if. If
Yeah.
both of you continue on that path. Yeah, does it ever get frustrating when people sort of keep asking you, keep talking about that fight? I know you spoke about in the Dehaney fight, you were like quite getting sick of asking about it now, but like how do you feel when people sort of continuously try and build this fight?
Yeah, that's another name I'm sick of hearing. But
Yeah.
that's just what it is, isn't it? That's just
Mhm.
the sport we're in. People want to see you fight people. So yeah, it's nothing really I can say until I win my fight, he wins his fight,
Mhm.
and then whether he moves up or not. I've seen that they're doing a show in December. I think it's Japan against the rest of the world, maybe
Yeah.
something like that. So that'd be good. But yeah, everyone's speaking about it, so everyone wants it to happen, and I'll fight anyone. So yeah, that will be an exciting one when it happens.
And
Sorry.
I say he tweeted about you as well after the Haney fight. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, seen it. Yeah, I tweeted him back. Yeah, he said something kickball or something like that. But yeah, so it's back and forth, isn't it? And it'll be an exciting one. Yeah.
Mhm. Good stuff. Look, Nick, always appreciate catching up with you. Always good to take time to speak to you. And look, all the best in August 16th against Sam Goodman. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Nice one. Thanks.
Bring him into the Punch Podcast. Sam Goodman, welcome to the show, and it's always great to talk to you, mate. How are you going?
Going good, mate. So just getting through training camp, wrapping things up, and next week start these off and head over to the Middle East. So looking forward to it and getting over to the Kingdom.
Yeah, we've got a big world title shot to talk about.